Bill Belichick, I want to ask you this. And I don't want you to disclose sources. I don't want to put you in a compromising position. I just want your belief based upon what you know sitting there in front of those 3 Super Bowl trophies this morning, January 14, 2025. Do you believe Bill Belichick is in play to come back to the NFL, yes or no?
I definitely think there's a chance. Now, he was just in New Jersey. He was at my high school a week ago recruiting, and he's on the recruiting trail. You see him whenever he does a media appearance. He has on his UNC. But I got to imagine, and you know more about buyouts and stuff, but a $10 million buyout for an NFL team that feels like there's not enough candidates to choose from. You call Bill Belichick and you say, hey, we still want you to coach our team. Like, I could see Bill saying, hey, like the reason I came here was we want to get this thing turned around, and I'm leaving you guys in good hands. I brought my right-hand man, Mike Lombardi. Steve Belichick is there now. Like, Steve can take over. This is a guy, Steve Belichick, who there were a lot of question marks about him when he was coaching in New England. He goes to Washington. I think Washington was ranked like 99 or 100 in total defense. They go all the way down to 27th this year. Like, Steve is a guy who has grown into being a coach and has showed he can coach, and he showed that in college this year. So I could definitely see Coach Belichick saying, you know what? His staff is meant to coach in the NFL. All of those guys that are there, his attitude, his mentality, it's meant to be in the NFL. I can't imagine what it's like for some of those local North Carolina people who are probably like, you know what? We were cool winning 8 games, 9 games, like national championships, college football playoffs. Like, yeah, if it happens, we're cool. But does that mean we got to change everything? Because we kind of like the way it is. And that's how some of these college towns operate. So I will be very interested. And then when you think about this, we've heard Michael Lombardi go on and say, you know, Bill Belichick, he's going to be in North Carolina. Have we heard Bill Belichick come out and say, I'm not going back to the NFL? We've heard him say, hey, I'm here now. This is where I want. But we haven't really heard him say, and he used to be the first guy that always tell us, speak for yourself. Don't go out there and speak for other teammates. Don't go, speak for yourself. And until we hear him come out and say, hey, I am not leaving UNC to go to the NFL this year, I still believe there's a chance. And if I'm an NFL team, I'm calling his people. I'm saying this is what we would offer. This is, like, I would do that because there's no definite that he's going to have this team and be there. Because even think about this. We haven't heard any big names of like this guy going to North Carolina, that guy going to coach with coach. Like, we don't know, we don't know for sure. Like, how do we know? And it's been a while now since he accepted the job. Other than Steve Belichick and Freddie Kitchens, who was already there, I don't know another like NFL name that we know has joined the North Carolina staff.
Even if he would come out and say right now, he's definitely, absolutely staying. If he would just repeat all the things Mike Lombardi said in his own voice, I would only believe it if he added to that, I've also renegotiated my contract with North Carolina to remove the buyout clause or to make it $100 million or whatever the case might be. As long as that buyout is there and the $10 million, and I did this because that's basically, if you're an NFL owner, it's like, do I have a 20 in my pocket? That's basically $10 million. They don't care about $10 million, although Jerry Jones very much does. But which could take Bill off the table to go to Dallas because somebody's got to pay that $10 million. But $10 million is nothing, and it drops to $1 million on June 1. And, you know, I've said if Bill really wants to play hardball with the folks at Chapel Hill, all he's got to say is, well, you know, here's what's going on. I will be the coach of insert name of team in the fall of 2025. They'll hire me on June 2nd. All my other staff is going to be there. They'll handle the offseason program. They'll be fine. I'll go there June 2nd for $1 million, not $10 million. So why don't you just take $5 million now? Right? That's how they could leverage into a lower buyout and everybody moves forward. But I think he's in play. I don't know that he's in play for the Cowboys job. I don't know that anybody's going to hire him, but I think he wants to come back. He wants to catch Don Shula. And obviously, I believe his name will come up at some point because it's good for Jerry Jones if his name comes up. It's good for the Cowboys if his name comes up, along with Dion, along with any other hot candidates before they tell us Jason Witten. I'm kind of warm into that idea, Devin. Before they tell us Jason Witten is the new head coach at the Dallas Cowboys. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.